Hi guys, how you doing? So since the monsoon is finally here, I thought now is a good time as any to come out with some tips to help you tackle the monsoon and have a great season. So let's jump right into it. So first things first, let's talk about skin. If you have normal to dry skin, the rain can play a real havoc with your skin because the rain obviously washes away any nutrients, moisture, and it can leave it really dry and prickly. Keep your skin well moisturized when you get back home to counteract the dryness that was caused by the rain. And if you have oily to combination skin, your pores become hyperactive in the humid season. So it's going to secrete more oil than it normally would. I know, it just keeps getting better and better. You want to counteract that by giving your skin a good scrub when you get back home or going to the salon for a facial. But make sure that you clean your pores really well, get into all the nooks and crannies so that there is no residue, bacteria or germs in your skin that can later cause problems in the form of acne, skin irritation, rashes, and all of that. Tip number 2. Keep makeup to a minimum. So instead of using a foundation, which can be a little heavy for the monsoon, use a tinted moisturizer or a CC cream or BB cream. They all do the same thing. And if you don't have any skin issues, then just go for a regular SPF, because even if you go in the rains and your face is a soaking mess, at least it won't look like a mess because you don't have much on it anyway. I like to use this one by Loreal. This is their Skin Illuminator. So this, while being a tinted moisturizer, also has SPF in it, so you don't have to bother with an extra step. If you want to wear eyeliners, wear waterproof ones so that when you go out, it's not going to smear and smudge all over your face. So for waterproof pencils, I have 2 options for you. This one is by Sephora. It's their 12-hour waterproof pencil, and this one is not going to budge. And the other lip pencil is my trusty Chambor Smokey Eyes Intense Kohl pencil. It's on its fag end right now. But this one as well, no smudge, no budge. And instead of powder products, use cream ones instead. Skip eyeshadows and all those fancy eye products altogether. Just keep it limited to maybe Kohl and some waterproof mascara. Avoid really dark lipsticks because if it gets smudged, it's not pretty. Opt for more natural colors or use tinted balms instead. I'm a big fan of this lip and cheek tint from the Body Shop. Mine is a shade of red, and while being a great lip balm, it also serves as a blush for your cheeks. And since it's a cream formula, it's not going to get washed away in the rains easily. So you're still gonna have that healthy glow without looking too much. On the cheek, I just dab some on the apples and just blend it away. Moving on to hair care. One of the hair concerns in this kind of weather is your scalp becoming greasier and grimier than it normally would. Same as with your skin. Your pores generate more oil than it normally would in this humid weather. So make sure to wash your hair regularly. You don't want any residual raindrops or dirt collecting in your scalp because that can lead to dandruff and other scalp problems. And the flip side of it is that your hair can become really dry and frizzy, especially when exposed to harsh winds. So keep your hair tied at all times, preferably in a ponytail or a bun, so that the less you expose, the less you're going to dry your hair out. And if it does become dry, make sure to have a hot oil massage at least once a week to counteract the dryness and infuse the moisture back into your hair. And to make the rains more bearable, in case you do get drenched, carry a scarf with you which you can also use to cover your head, to keep the hair away from falling on your face every time you step out, and that's one less annoyance for you in this rainy weather. Moving on to attire. Wear cotton clothes as much as possible because even if they get wet, they dry out easily and they feel a lot more comfortable than thicker material. Wear bright colors instead of the light ones in this monsoon because if it's raining heavily, you want people or vehicles to be able to see you, maybe crossing the road or walking along the footpath. It's always a hazard to be out in the pouring rain, and if you do need to step out, you want to make sure that you're as visible to passers-by as you can possibly be. And avoid wearing light or transparent clothes because that's going to make things really uncomfortable if you get wet. Carry a jacket, an umbrella or a shawl with you in your bag so that in the chance of rain, you are always prepared and not stranded and wet and lost. Footwear. Wear slippers or sandals as much as possible because even if they get wet, they are going to dry out easily. But if you have to wear shoes, wear cotton socks with it because that's going to prevent your feet from getting too soggy and wet and smelly, and cotton socks are going to keep your feet warm. So if you need to be out longer than you actually thought, at least you won't catch a cold. And to dry out your shoes, make sure you leave it out in the sun to dry. And if there is no sun, blow dry your shoes inside and out to make sure you keep your shoes clean, fresh, and in mint condition. Carry a zip pouch with you, but maybe something a little smaller so that you can put your phone in it and still use it without getting your phone wet and damaged. Carry a plastic bag or cover like this one in your handbag so that in case it starts raining, you can put your bag into the cover, zip it up so that you can keep your bag and its contents dry and safe. And if you can't find a plastic bag like this one, you can always make do with just a plastic cover, but make sure that the handle is long enough which you can tie up at the end so that there is no water seeping into your bag. And those are all the tips I had to give you to tackle the monsoon. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay safe and dry and have a wonderful monsoon, guys. Bye. Because phone in it and well